Pharaoh won that. And remember they had an argument earlier. Pharaoh said, "Oh, it's gonna be hot because I'm not done yet." Pharaoh and Reese, they had an argument earlier in the year about who was better. Y'all remember the first podcast they was arguing? Well, we gonna beat you. We gonna see we gonna beat you, and all that. And so next game was Ravens at the Bengals. I could have had a forced win, but no, all due respect, Tex really did well. He lost 45-9, but you know he's getting better. And he's getting better. Tex getting real better. Tex made that trade for Ross. You know, he explained to me why he traded for Ross. Traded away Ross. He said, you know, the draft has 1 million Rosses, but they don't have a lot of Fletcher Cox. You know, and I agree with that. They don't have, you know, you can make a replica of Ross, but not Fletcher Cox, especially with this man. Spivey was a force. JD won over Coates user. Now Coates, let's go to Coates because Coates and Pearson had a couple words to say earlier in the chat. Coach was saying that Pearson always calling out his name, you know, trying to get on his case. And he said Pearson needed to focus on himself. Because Pearson had a game that he lost. And we're going to go over that because we don't like... Pearson lost the Beaches.
What?
And yeah, Pearson lost the... Y'all didn't see it? Pearson lost the Beaches week 10. Let's go over it. Because Pearson lost the Beaches. Pearson lost the Beaches 15-14. Let's do that. Pearson lost the Beaches 15-14. Beaches said he kicked his ass. He said he is Pearson's kryptonite. Knight. Pearson threw 3 interceptions. Sam Donald 216 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. I don't know what Pearson went wrong at, but it was like Pearson said he come back. Pearson said that'll be Beach's biggest accomplishment ever in Madden because he's never making the playoffs. And so
shots fired.
You know, there's a lot of things that's going on. Ike beat Keith, but we putting Keith on the docket because we accusing Keith of tanking. Gywu, now how good is this Johns user? Johns beat you 22-7. How good is he? Because I know he's good in the other league, but I don't know if he's good in. Is he good?
He's all right. I could beat him. All it takes is a little bit more awareness with these players. He's I think he's average. I didn't see nothing special about him. I could be wrong, but I didn't see nothing special.
Okay. Now what y'all think about Gywu? Now let's take a second. Let's look at Gywu resume too. He made playoff one time. He made playoff one time in 3 Maddens. He took a year off to upgrade his cornerback. He said he was on auto. He claimed that he was a good user. But this dude was 4-6. And I'm being serious when I say this, Gywu. The AFC West is the worst division I've seen in crew ever since I've been here. And that's not no shade. That's not no shot. That ain't no insult. That's facts. F-A-X. That's facts.
Wow.
Because they are good teams. The Raiders have Khalil Mack. The Broncos have Von Miller. The Chargers have Bosa. The Chiefs they still got Justin. The Chiefs have a good defense. What is it that none of these users can win? And that's why Ben made this. That's why Ben can say what he wanted to do. Let him choose. Let him pick. Ben knew what he was doing when he put his division in here. It's called a tank division. What user in that division can get the 8 late picks? And that's what I think it is. That division is garbage. It's terrible.
I agree.
Yeah, that division is real bad.
I know Farrell. One second, Cal. Farrell, you come into somebody's house, what do you say? You don't just come in here and be quiet.
It's your boy. Almighty. Almighty is here, man. What y'all mean?
Well, wait a minute, Almighty what? What you do?
Almighty, man. What y'all mean what I do, man? I let Green Bay step into Seattle. I put my foot so far through Green Bay. Ooh, wee. Hey, what's up, y'all?
Baby Sherry.
What's up, y'all?
Okay. So my question is And this goes out to Herb because I know Herb has a lot of like, you know, things to him where it's like I'm having a hard time with offense. You lost the tag. Now, how does that feel? Is he there?
Silence is golden. The Bible says silence is golden.
I'm here. Go ahead.
Hey, what do you think? I'm saying, what do you think of Tad? You played him.
Tad is playing. Who was he? What team was he?
Oh, you know Tad. He the Chiefs.
Oh, the Chiefs.
You're gonna make me lose this game laughing so hard, man.
Simple mistake. I ain't gonna down his game, but if Tyreek Hill get hurt, he's really washed.
Oh! Whoa! Wait!
Wait a minute. Herb said without Tyreek Hill.
Herb said he washed.
Herb said without Tyreek Hill that Tad ain't nothing.
No, that's not what he said. Herb said he washed.
Well, I mean, how washed can he get? And then he only won like 2 games. Let's go look. I mean, I want to know how washed can he get? Hold on, let me see.
Yo, he said he washed. Yo, y'all in raw form tonight.
Chiefs are 4-7. So you saying he would have been like 2-9?
Right.
Oh. Right, Herb. Right.
Talk about it.
Well,
talk about
one user that we want to point out. I'm gonna say this because he didn't really get a lot of. Actually, before we go there, D-Mac, you on the mic?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Hello, good morning. How did you feel about losing to Bill? You lost 51-7. Ben said it was a close loss. Ben said it was a close loss. He said 51-7, a close loss for you.
Well, you know, you just, you know, you wasn't expecting that.
Wait, a close loss? That's more than, huh? Wait.
He said Jaguars. He said Bill and. He said it's a close loss for D-Mac. I got the proof, man. I wish he would say.
Wait. Now, D-Mac. What do you define as close?
Yeah, somebody better tell them stop throwing these things. Yeah, people throwing these deep balls like I ain't out that life.
He's a good user. I took him too lately.
Wait, D-Mac, can you answer my question? That's an honest question.
That's all.
Like, D-Mac, I need your understanding of what is a close game.
Oh, close game, you know. Well, you said it was a close game.
Oh, so you never said it was a close. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Ben said D-Mac combined scores is like D-Mac 100, the opponent's 35,000. Oh my God! You know what? We the people. We're not gonna let that slide.
You can't take Ben's word now. He too scared to even verse me on the lab session.
Wait,
He
live?
Respond back.
Perfect 6 for 6 here to start.
So you try to reach out to him, and he wouldn't respond. But he put in the chat like
worse than my beat him.
So that's why you so saucy, Ben, because last time he beat you. Now we the people want to know why didn't you really show up to this podcast? So you really sick? Because you sure typing the words out just fine. And so we the people want to know, because you knew D-Mac was coming on here, did you want to face him face to face, face off? Or you really home eating? He said, y'all know my slow.
That's why he having headaches right now. That's why he's not feeling too good.
Oh
shit! Come here,
he
dog.
He didn't want to tell you the truth right now. But that's why.
He said, do you want to jump in his top tier war?
Trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and it's 3rd down.
So Mac, you said he quiet now because he that's why he having headaches. You gave him to him.
Oh yeah, most definitely. That's why he trying to shoot his fire. He trying to shoot his fire while he can.
Oh.
Wow. Then listen, I know you might take you a Tylenol, antibiotic, whatever you got to do, but you got to put that headset on and come on up in here. Now. Seahawks versus 49ers. Phil said week 13. He looking forward to you. Pharaoh, you don't want no excuse. He said week 13 he wins. And so we the people, we gonna go look at these stats real quick because this podcast, you know, y'all put the wrong.
Phil, man, I love that. Yeah, Phil, my dog, man. Phil, my dog.
He's your dog. He piss you off.
No, but I need to know more about this D-Mac Ben situation. Ben need to get on the head.
Yeah, right. G, well, let's go over this D-Mac.
Somebody
So
call
you telling
Ben in.
me?
Somebody call Ben in because Ben acting like
Listen,
he's sick and all this.
D-Mac,
My thing is D-Mac. You been how many times? It's too easy beating Ben for you, bro. It's too easy.
Well, you know, you only play like once every night or whatever.
And that one time you out playing, right?
Yeah, I mean, you play like 2-3 times. All right, he got the best of me. Then I beat him with the Bears.
Ben can text, he can talk.
I don't want to play no more.
Tell her.
Wait, what you said?
I said if Ben can text, he can get on my mic and
I'm
talk.
choosing like low tier teams. I beat him. You tired of saying like, you don't take me serious, but then don't want to play me no more.
Ben,
It's
so
like
he called me
that,
out. He said that you got a nerve to call him out and about this and how he losing this and that, but he can beat you, and that's all that matters. So he said the next time you come out your mouth something sideways, make sure you check that DM because he been texting you. And D-Mac, I got another thing while you saying, don't let no commissioner come for you because you on that commissioner bill. Not there one of them. Not there one of them. There one of them. You know them commissioners come at you sideways all the time. All the time, they always come for you, D-Mac, but I'm always there. Always. He said he's not giving you no clout, but he said I'm not giving you no clout. That's Phil level. Oh
Wow!
He said that's Phil level.
Ben is in rare form today.
That's disrespectful because Phil is a top user. You know, he's a real good user, and y'all need to start respecting his growth and everything he has within him. And so everybody, Phil said he's 7-3. He's not worried about y'all. He in playoffs. He said he's not worried about nobody. He's in playoffs. He's not worried about nobody. And so let's give a quick rerun on these stats. Russell Wilson is doing the best passing right now.
He's living his best life.
Yeah, he's doing really well. 29 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. Ben said D-Mac, play Phil and Mo or Jay. I practice against those. D-Mac, play Phil, Mo, or Jay. I practice against those users. Get better. Hashtag get better.
Wow. I'm 2-1 against Mo.
Oh, wait. What you said, D-Mac? That's my boy D-Bizzle. What you said, D-Bizzle?
I didn't even get a taste of Phil yet, but he'll get his.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about, D-Bizzle.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Ben,
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie
we
on it with
disappointed
3
because we know you stayed up a lot of days playing this man and he can't get on here to defend himself. Anyway, Melvin Gordon's doing really, really well. Running the ball. He got 735 yards. There's Gywu. You know, Gywu always do well with the running game.
Not when he went to Seattle,
There's
man.
a lot of football to be played in this season, only in November.
Well, Ezekiel Elliott leading in rushing touchdowns. So he's doing really well too. But what we're gonna do? We're gonna go receiving because this dude is beasting all over.
Yeah, with he's killing with
Tyreek Hill has 21 receiving touchdowns and 1,300 receiving yards.
What?
And he's on a 4-17. And so we better make our way over to the Chiefs because we want to know what's going on.
I think I've come to terms with Ty. Ty just enjoyed just the jolt of like Ty play Madden just to lose, man.
But
That's
you know,
it.
I know a lot of people come at me about, you know, Flacco and I support my quarterback and man, whatever y'all want to call it, I don't care. That's the quarterback and I'm always supporting him. But Tad love him some Patrick Mahomes. I mean, he think he's the next coming of Jesus Christ.
I mean, what's Patrick Mahomes when you can't win a game?
Oh. Well, we don't know because he said,
Nah,
Tad said he
I'm
don't
only playing around. I like playing with
Patrick Mahomes got 98 throw power. Good God.
Tad, my dog. I like playing around with Tad.
And so one user that we gotta focus on, because I figured I would, because I figured after he came back that he would be fine. He would always be in his own little place. But Ike, now, Ike had a quote today that I quoted. He said, "Let's pull a fox." And so we the people, when I did my little research on what the fox is, and so what happened is Aaron Rodgers had got injured, and he had put he told Reese, he said, "Check DM." And then he posted a picture of the little emoji of the plug in the chat and said that was for DM. Let's pull a fox. So we the people are sentencing you straight to hell, because we don't put plugs in here. We don't put plugs in here. We don't put plugs in here. So don't you ever in your 39 years of living ever.
I ain't 39. I older than that, boy. More than that.
Don't you ever in your 79 years of living ever tell somebody to put a plug in here. And so
whoa.
This days, can we talk about the Browns? The Browns, who did the Browns lose to? The Browns. They were undefeated. It is no more undefeated teams left. They lost to Mo. Mo came in.
Isn't Ben undefeated?
Nah, there is no more undefeated teams, big fella.
No more undefeated teams. I don't know who he lost to. Oh no, he lost to I forgot who it was, but he called him a bum. Let's go see it.
He lost. Ben lost to Swag. He lost to Swag. Ben lost to Swag. Browns lost to Mo. Pearson lost to Beaches. If I got it right. Yes, I do got it right.
And so Mo came in. Mo beat Diz. And Diz said, I'm brushing my shoulders off. He said he got Tex next. And he sent them warning text. He said he is going to deal with Tex the right kind of way. And so Tex, God forgive me, I pray that you don't give up no 70, 80 point game, but you're about to play a playoff Matt Ryan. And so just get yourself together. He gonna throw a couple of interceptions. Yeah. Choke Ryan that you're gonna see on Thursday night. Tune into it. But he's about to just fling that ball out. You don't have John Ross, so you can't throw the ball deep. I would just play cover 4 and cover 6. It's worth a suspension. Just spam the same play. It's okay. You ain't gonna win no more games this season. You ain't gonna win no more games this season. Just go on and spam that cover 3, cover 4, just for sakes of that thing. And you know what? You might find yourself getting more upgrades on your players with a sim than you will if you actually play the actual game.
Wow.
Because your team might be well.
Kai found himself today.
Who you talking about now?
Tex. No, this ain't no shade. No, this ain't no shot, no shit. No, Tex, this ain't no shade or no shot. I'm just saying you might be better off simming the game rather than playing it, because your team might play better. That. Well, I don't throw no shades and no shots on this show. This is all facts. Down to Jay. I'm not done with Jay, maybe. Jay's another one. Mr. Jersey Shore Jay. Jay has been losing like no other. Now, a lot of people say, well, last Madden, he wasn't really, focused into it, and maybe this Madden, he's going to get better, and maybe he'll possibly finally be a top user again. Jay was a top user in Madden. What Madden was that? 17? Was that 17? Yeah, that was Madden 17.
Yeah.
That's back when Barack Obama was president. We're not in that era anymore. And so Jay was only good playing against Tad. Jay was great against playing against Tad. Them rings that he won, they erased. Don't nobody remember them no more. Don't nobody remember them at all. Jay, y'all call him a top user. He is Peyton Manning on the Denver Broncos. He's done for him. He needs to put a fork in his Madden career as well. I know it just started a couple years ago, but it's time for him to wrap it up. Both ERA, both are. Both are. He's another one. He's been doing really, really good. He has been doing great. Next week, I'm gonna tell you right now. Next week is Bills versus the Dolphins. We, the people, are requesting that y'all stream that game. We have seen enough trash talk. Last week, he was talking about how you not scared of Pearson. Pearson was talking about how he's not scared of you. How y'all really gonna do this thing and how you gonna beat Pearson. How Pearson gonna beat Pearson just lost 2 beaches. If Pearson loses to Bo, that would be 2 divisional losses, which possibly could hurt him. Ben said he has a first that Bo smokes Pearson 24-7. I think that's very disrespectful because I think Pearson has never lost that bad from what I've ever seen. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I've never seen Pearson lose that bad. Pearson said he is 40-8 in Madden, and so that means that he lost 8 games and won 40.
Oh, Jesus, Bo be counting.
And so my question is Bo as good as a user as we think he is, and is Pearson the one to define his good user against?
Actually, Pearson brought up a good point, man. But I think Bo was good. Underestimated Bo, but Pearson brought up a good point and said he didn't play nobody, but still everybody's still defining themselves in Madden. So I think Bo wins this by 7 to 10 points because Pearson's too full of himself right now.
Well, I think Pearson's gonna be real mad. I think Pearson. Everybody got to catch Pearson in a mood of. He got to prove himself. Now, we do know in the past when he has to prove himself that he's 0-4 and clean Super Bowls. But we think that he's finally going to be able to step up to the plate and do what he got to do to win the game. And so I think Bo is going to lose to Pearson. But I think they're split on the season. I think the last week, week 17, is going to come down to that game. And I strongly do believe that they'll split. I'm not sure who will win the division, but both are definitely making the playoffs. Besides, at this point, if you have over a 500 record, it's easy to make the playoffs in the AFC. Especially because of how bad the AFC West is right now, and the AFC South as well. The Patriots user is another one. He has not been making any noise at all. The Baines brothers are currently struggling. We haven't seen any brothers struggling this bad until we looked at Eli and Peyton a couple years ago. And so the Baines brothers are really, really doing bad right now. I know Spidey plays Pharaoh. We don't know how that's going to turn out. But we will hope that that's a good game because we also know that Spidey has DJ Moore. Well, I don't know if people have been watching, but he's been boosting him up. Chargers lost to the Cardinals 9-5.
Wait, Kai. We're speaking of the Bain brothers, right? That's Corey and
Corey and his brother.
Yeah. Corey is actually, fun fact, Corey is actually 3rd in his division, able to steal it with going to first seed. Corey is still in the running. So
No, Corey's in first place in his division now.
See, there you go.
Because Corey is 2 games ahead. Because Corey, Gary just lost again to Chris. And I'm saying, man, this is a message straight to the commissioner. Somebody got to go out that division. I mean, that's terrible. I mean, if we could block people out of the playoffs, y'all need to block them. I mean, 8 years are going to go to the playoffs. That's ridiculous. That's an every year thing, too, because they're going to get worse as the Madden progresses.
After the incomplete pass here,
but you know what?
2nd and 10.
Dang, I forgot yours in the division. YouTube videos dropped about 2 months after the game dropped. So he should be winning about 10, 11 games.
He's going to look deep down the field.
And so we have a lot of things to say about them, but we're gonna go over the schedule because I do have a game soon. Week 12. Wait a minute. First of all, is this Lions user? Are we even judging him anymore? Or is he done?
This is 3rd and 10.
Because I don't know what to think. I mean, this guy's not playing none of his games at this point. We're gonna jump straight down to the Falcons at Keese. Like I said, I think Keese is not playing as hard as Keith usually plays. And so I think that we're gonna skip over that too. Dez plays Tex.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's Dante Pettis on the return.
I'm sure you got something to do the next couple of days. You can watch TV. Just give that boy a force. I wouldn't even waste my time. You know, he's mad right now. You know, he lost last week to Mo. Just let him breathe. Let him do what he got to do, and just let him win that game. You know, you going for the first round pick anyway. Don't worry. Don't waste your time on it. You know, that ain't. Ooh, now this game is game of the week. Seahawks and Panthers. Two good users. How far were you on the mic?
I'm here now.
What you think about Spivey game, Pro?
We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big body guys in the middle of this day. Has got to be priority one.
That's what I think about it. That's what I think about it.
Thanks, January. Anyway, listen, I need for you to understand. Are you gonna want to lose, Pro?
The objective in every game is to go out there and do what? Win, right?
You're a really good media trade. Next question.
Now, wait, I'm to follow up. The objective every week is to go out there.
Come
and
on,
win,
we don't want to hear the nonsense, man. Talk what you say, what you really want to say.
Man, listen. I went out. Listen, let me tell you how it been, Gywu. Listen, I done kicked Reese up and down the field, man.
Whoa!
And
whoa!
Now,
Shots fired!
Now I gotta go. Now I gotta go to Carolina and then kill a Panther. So that's how that's gonna be. My birds is gonna go back home. All 12 of us. Kicking Geno Smith, kicking Teddy Bridgewater off the bus again. That's it.
Oh. But we were asked on this podcast this year to always throw in a real question. So is D-Mac on the mic?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Hello. So you're a Steelers fan, very hard, that diehard Steelers fan. UJ, Bill, all of y'all, all them bandwagons. And so I want to know what is Le'Veon Bell doing? He's not signing his contract. What's going on?
Actually, I don't even know to tell you the truth.
He's just stalling out there.
I just think.
I'm saying, like, what does the franchise tend to do? Like, what is it? I mean, I know the franchise tend to do something, but I thought it was mandatory that you had to sign it.
Man, listen. But that, man, Steelers don't know what they got. I don't even know why he want to stay with them. They're a bum organization.
You don't have a
anyway.
choice because if their franchise tell you what you still can't go to now. You can.
Excuse me? I know you remember that score when Green Bay met Pittsburgh in that Super Bowl.
We always talk about having a
Man, they were like what? Dinosaurs were walking around then, weren't they?
This was an excellent read.
No, but you know who was there? Big Ben was there. The era of Big Ben. Yeah.
So we're gonna skip this Spivey and Sarah game because it's a very heated conversation. Next game is Bill versus Pearson. Pearson got to win this game. Dolphins won this
Bill?
week.
Wait, they played?
Yes, they played this week.
I'm gonna bother Bill because Bill can't beat. Yo, don't Bill. If I'm not mistaken, Pearson always beat Bill in regular.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Pearson always.
He said Bill is not competitive. He said Bill is an easy win for him. That's what he said earlier.
Because when they play, Pearson, I guess this is the way I see it. Pearson plays against the Chiefs, not the Chiefs, but Pearson plays against, like, his play style fits. I just said it's about matchup. Pearson plays against Bill matchup constantly, so. But then again, Bill don't really play this Madden like that, so his game, it's gonna be a good one. I can't class me a good one. It's gonna be a real good one.
No, that's when these last games left. Raiders is about to kick off. So we'll leave it at that. Phil versus Gywu. Gywu also take on that.
Sometimes with the running game, you
Phil
just
about to take an L.
Gywu need a new boat. Forget all that. He need a new boat. He needs a new boat, man. Them Tampa Bay, them cannons don't work. The boat need a new anchor. That boat got holes in it. They flag got rips in it. I don't even see the pirate anymore. That ain't Gywu. That ain't Gywu, man. When we watching them from Tampa Bay, that's an imposter right there, man. That's an imposter. I don't know who Gywu is, but Gywu ain't that ain't Gywu. That's not the Gywu I know. So whenever Gywu ready to step up and start playing something from football, then I'll address that question. Next caller.
Oh!
Well,
I better be quiet.
Well, we're gonna look at this game because this game is big. D-Mac, before I go over this game, you have to win against the Broncos in order to stay in playoff positioning.
Oh, you said Broncos, Corey? Oh, yeah, that's an easy dub. That's an easy dub.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Even if you beat them, even if you beat him, you will have to find a way to still obviously win out the rest of your games. But you do have hope if you don't play Dez again. I think you already played, and I think that you have. It's just all the pressure is on you. And so last game, that's how we're gonna finish it out. Is the Titans versus the Texans. The AFC South is a tight race right now, and so if you lose for Jay, if he loses, he is potentially out of the playoff race. And there are a lot of things that is going on. And so Titans and Jaguars are really fighting for first place. I think 11-5 is going to win this division. However, football starts Thursday. There's a fantasy football draft for those of you that are in it. There is one. What day is it? Tomorrow, young boy. Tomorrow at 8. This podcast is a little bit shorter. We'll catch you next Tuesday. Ravens and Raiders got to kick off.
In this case, though, giving up the football
doesn't make them I'll see you.
happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They go play action here on first down.
Why about either?
Flushed out right. And Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And that was scooped up by the 40.
Fumbles on their last two. I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They'll run him now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to Vita Vea.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 40. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. On second down, here's Garoppolo. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
The Niners on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Following the interception, Kaiser. Oh, he stays out, being chased out left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Second down, Kaiser. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
Partner, we've been lucky enough over the years to watch Richard Sherman work out in practice, training camps, and I always come back to one thing, the intelligence in which he plays his position. Because he knows what he wants to get done and what offenses can do to him, he takes very few false steps and is almost always in great position to knock the ball away as we just saw there.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, 49ers. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. With that penalty, they only need 1 yard for the 2-point conversion.
And that can make all the difference trying to get those 2 points, right? Inches count down here in short territory. Maybe now they can get the 2 points that they want a lot easier.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Gold now out to kick it away. Jackson now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Kaiser, show him what he can do with his legs. It's more than just the arm. He scrambles and picks up the 1st.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On play action, Kaiser. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Play action now, Kaiser. And an alley to run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots at your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They run again with Ware, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he loses the football a second time. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
I got you. Here we go. 21. Go ahead. Here we go.
Garoppolo looking to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. A give to Henry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Kaiser now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's got room. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd.